Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I'm laying on my bed right now, resting in preparation for what's to come. Welcome to the Purge video, guys, where Brandon and I take you through several days of cleaning out this house. Clutter is not my friend. As I've gotten older, I have become more and more anti-clutter. As a kid, I was a pack rat. I would save everything. Everything was sentimental, and I just had a really hard time with getting rid of stuff. As an adult, I am the polar opposite. Our house has several areas that need to be attended, and I don't even know how long this is gonna take, but today is March 7th, I think. And the goal is to have the house purged by April so that we can go in and do our spring cleaning in an easier fashion and organize everything and stuff. Purging for us is going to include throwing a lot of stuff away and also getting things ready to be donated, whether that be at our local swap shop, at our dump, where you can just drop stuff off, or we can also bring things to Goodwill. I was asked on a previous video actually if I was ever going to have a yard sale, and to be honest with you, I would love to have a yard sale. However, yard sales are just so much to plan, and you need to have a good weekend to do it. You have to plan it and cross your fingers that the weekend will be good. Down the road in the future, maybe in the fall, we'll have a yard sale, but I don't see one in the cards for this spring. But I'm hoping at the end of this video I can say that we successfully brought a little bit more order to the house and cleared out everything that we don't need, because over the 4 years that we've lived here, we've acquired a lot of stuff. A lot of it also came with us from our apartment when we moved here, and we have just evolved since then. Our styles have changed. We've found that we just don't need as much stuff as we did when we were younger. You know, our mentalities have changed. We live a little bit more minimalistic. So if you're interested in this type of video and seeing some hopefully satisfying transformations and purges, stick around. We are gonna start in my bathroom today. I have an entire built-in closet next to, or it's not a closet, it's a cabinet. Built-in cabinet next to my toilet that is full of junk. I don't think we use 90% of what's in there anymore. I need to go through the entire thing. A lot of it's getting thrown away. A lot of it's old products that are open and we have not used. I'm then also gonna move over to the sink. I'm gonna clear out a bunch of the sink and probably the medicine cabinet as well. I think we have a lot of expired products in there, like medicines and stuff. We're gonna clear all of that out too. I'm gonna film obviously day by day, project by project, and hopefully by the end of this we have something that makes a video. Thank y'all again for coming along, and try not to judge me too hard. Let's purge the house. Okay, welcome to the bathroom. We'll see how much of this I can do without being disturbed. Teddy is just outside this door watching Cars, so he may or may not open this door and come running in here. But anyway, here's said cabinet that I'm starting with today, and it's full of stuff. Now, I'm just gonna tell you all, this is mostly postpartum stuff, so you're gonna see a lot of that. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take stuff out, and I'm gonna put, there's the child. Hi! Oh, thank you. That's for me.
You wanna open it?
No, this is Mama's pillows for the living room. Okay. Boo. Okay, so back to what I was doing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear this out and put all the stuff we're keeping just to the side. Some of this is stuff we genuinely use. It just might not be the right place for it. We're hitting the postpartum stuff. So fun fact, this thing of Tux pads is completely unopened. Do these expire? Cause yes they do. Okay. Pregnancy test. Well, I'm not gonna throw them. Do these expire? Yes. Sunscreen. Expired. So this is Maine Island soap, and I have mine in a little box still because I just love the smell of them. I keep them in these cabinets to make the cabinets smell good. So I have this one, this is lavender, this one's in here, and then I have I think it's called rosewood in my towel one, and I just stick it in there like how our grandmas used to do way back when. Isn't that what they used to do? They take those little decorative soaps and make things smell good with them. I just love these, and their packaging is the cutest. The amount of repeat products in here is crazy. You know, like when you go to the store and you think, oh, we need this, and then you figure out that you actually had one in the cabinet. You have like a half bottle of something and you just didn't know you had it, and then you have two, and then it just repeats. It's kind of like when people go and buy cheese and they're like, we're out of cheese, and then you end up with like so much cheese because you're buying it every week at the store. Similar situation. Oh, this is sunscreen, although I think we're gonna have to buy new this year. Yep. If you're looking for a good kid sunscreen though, we get this one. It's Blue Lizard, and they sell it, I think they sell it at Target. It's an Australian brand though, and it's excellent. We love it. It's super gentle on the skin. It is 50 plus SPF, and the bottle turns pink when it's in harmful UV rays, which is kind of interesting. This bottle lasted us 2 years because the expiration was 2024. We bought it in 2022. So you do get a couple years out of it if you don't go through the whole thing, which we didn't, and we still haven't. I also buy this stick, which is great for the face for kids, just to put the sunscreen on the face. So I'll be buying another one of these too. Okay, so these are cleaned out. I think the game plan is the bottom one is going to be toilet paper, which makes sense. I'm also going to attempt to get the bath toys to fit in this cabinet. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I also need to remember that I have this sink though that I need to clean out underneath, and some of this could probably transfer over there. I'm not gonna do this part on camera because I just feel like this is gonna be a lot of fumbling around and like trying to figure out like what to put where. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything in here, I'm gonna get it all figured out, and then I will give you a tour. All right, so this top shelf is all bath items for the most part. We've got the dog stuff is on this side, and then her little paw scrubber and stuff is in the back. You can't really see it at all, but towards the front, we've got all of our bath soaks. In the front here is just some extra shampoo, and my grandmother uses bar soap, so she's got some bar soap here. Second row is pretty empty. We have the tub toys, and then we have like the safety stuff. So the nail clippers are in there. We've got like an extra comb. We've got an extra like nose sucker bulb thing in there. It's just like a whole kit I got, and I use the nail clippers quite often. We just keep them in there. And then the last row is all like feminine hygiene stuff, and then the toilet paper will be lined up on this side and like stacked. That is the cabinet. So now we're gonna move on to the other side, which is the sink. I'm not looking forward to this because it is just, there's a lot of stuff in it. Yeah, it's just so cluttered. I'm gonna do the same thing though. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna throw a bunch of stuff away, sort out things we're keeping off to the side, and then go back and reorganize them in there. Right now, this cabinet, you're not gonna be able to see in here by design. So any open products, I think I'm just gonna throw away because we obviously started using them and then discontinued using them, and we just don't need this many. Bottom drawer is a bunch of like British clipper kit. My hair dryer's in here, and then we've got like random COVID tests that I would imagine are expired by this point. The next drawer up, my hair straightener's in here, my curling iron, my grandmother keeps her curling iron, we have spare toothpaste, like more contacts. I really need to consolidate those, and I need to order more, so and then like random extra makeup. So again, we're just gonna pull it all out and purge it and see what we get. When we first got our Sam's Club membership, like the first thing that I bought was Q-tips, and that was 3 years ago. So fun fact, this was my mom's bottle of Red Door. I don't wear this, however, I kept it because the smell of it instantly brings me back to like 1996, and like her going out and like my mom being in the bathroom getting ready and it just smelling like this. It's like the biggest nostalgia smell for me. So I don't throw it away. It's here. This is like an ancient bottle of Red Door. I think they still sell it. Do they still sell this? I didn't know how many hair ties I had. Contact box fell open. And they're everywhere now. Okay, we jumped ahead a little bit. My phone was gonna die, so I had to plug it in. Pretty empty, right? And then the drawers, much cleaner. And then this one, we've got the clippers, and then I put the cotton balls and the Q-tips in here, and my contacts. It's still very packed in here, but it's more organized and clean than it was, so that's good. It's orderly. And I did get rid of a lot of stuff. It doesn't really look like it, but I did. Hold on. We've got the medicine cabinet. I just put like all of the medicines on this side. In the center, we've got kind of odds and ends. It's all connected, if you couldn't tell. There's no like walls there, so you can still see stuff over there. But first aid, we've got thermometer up there. We've got a bunch of allergy meds, more first aid, and then up there is like Benadryl cream, stuff like that, cortisone. Yeah. So I think we're done in the bathroom. I'm gonna move on to another space, another day. So that wraps it up for today. Keep on watching for more. Okay, so it's the next day. Today's Sunday. Brandon worked this morning. He's not yet home. Teddy's down for a nap. So I'm going to start on the kitchen. My kitchen cupboards are chock full of stuff that we no longer use for Teddy. And also a lot of just stuff we had back, you know, pre-kids, a lot of extras of things, extra wine glasses. I want to just kind of clear everything out like I did yesterday. Today's been kind of a hard day for me. I am like really tired. Teddy's been in a mood. He's taking a much needed nap, so that's good. But I'm just like having a hard time feeling motivated to do this, but I know it needs to get done. And when Brandon gets home, he's going to work on cleaning the garage so that we have a place to at least put this stuff before we can get it over to like our swap shop or Goodwill. So yeah, that is the plan for today. Slight mental breakdown. I ate my lunch. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I hadn't eaten anything today yet, so that would be why. We have moved on to the silverware drawer. Much better. So this is the junk drawer. Why do I have this many whisks? So this is where we're at. This is my donation bin of stuff. And then over here we have the bag of trash. Lots of stuff that I found up above my fridge that we haven't touched in ages. So a lot of it just got tossed. A lot of it was really old. I also organized this cabinet. So I only kept 3 candles. We had probably 10. They were all really old. I kept those 3, and then the rest of this is Brandon's cups. So he collects these cups from Disney, and we have a bunch. So there's some in the back at the top, and then there's a bunch in the middle. Much more accessible now. Before they were just thrown in here. It was a mess. And then at the very bottom we have coffee and tea, and it's not as crowded anymore because we had a bunch of candles in here before. So now it's just dedicated to coffee and tea. This is the outcome of the drawers. So this was the junk drawer on the top. It's not the best. It's a little bit all over the place, but it'll do. The middle one is dish towels, cleaning cloths and stuff, and then there is oven mitts in the back, and then bibs go in the front. This is all the same. I just kind of took it out, vacuumed, put everything back in. I threw away like one oven mitt. And then on the bottom, we've got cutting boards on the side, which my smallest one is being washed. Rolling pin in the back, those are just extra filters for the fridge, and then some cookbooks underneath. And then these are just Teddy's cooking tools that we picked up for him. They are like kid-safe knives, and he has a little cutting board under there. I threw them in a basket because they were just in like a broken box before, and I like to keep them separated from everything else. I had kind of done a purge back when we did our kitchen reno. I hadn't done like one of the cabinets, but I had done both Lazy Susans, so a lot of our old pots, everything got taken out, so those are fine. The food pantry, it probably does need to be looked at, but I think that's pretty good too, because again, I just recently reorganized it. We do need to clean the fridge. I'm not doing that today, but that will either be in this video or the spring clean video. I haven't decided yet. We're looking okay. There are definitely some things floating around on the counter that I have to find places for, but for the most part, it's much more organized than it was, so that's good. All right, happy Saturday. We are purging some more today. Brandon pulled all of the baby stuff out of the attic, and the hope is to get a lot of it sorted. Goodwill versus our swap shop at the dump, which is currently open, so the plan is to get all of this sorted now so he can make a run over there and drop it all off. Here's the pile. A lot of bigger stuff. The bassinet's one of them. We have a swing in here, a bouncy seat thing. So I think a lot of that will go to the swap, and then anything that's like clothing, I think will go to Goodwill. Our swap does have clothes, but it's just like piles of clothes. It's really hard to like sift through. So I think we'll just focus on the bigger stuff for the swap. So yeah, I'm gonna start sorting this out. It's probably gonna be emotional a little bit because a lot of this is from when he was like a little tiny baby, but it's been in the attic since maybe like a year ago, and we haven't touched it. So like, you know, it's just time. Oh, that's toys.
These are stuffies, but these are mostly your stuffies.
Oh yeah, these are, wait, this goes to the switch.
Yeah, but we don't use it. It's not.
You don't want
Not
it?
a piece of it. You just play with
Should
it.
we just throw it away?
That can get thrown away. I don't know what we want to keep it.
All right, I'll go through this.
But then that's just Goodwill. So we go through the Goodwill bags and be able to bring that in one load too.
Okay. Oh my goodness, like so much from when Teddy was very, very small, like a year old or so. We have other stuff too that we're gonna bring next week, but a lot of it's in his room and we can't go in there because he's napping right now. But I have like a whole bag of toys that I'm gonna go through. I think all of this will go to the swap. Goodwill's obviously more convenient because they're open every day. Our swap is only open 2 or 3 times a week. We're taking advantage of it though, and really clearing out and trying not to be too sentimental about things. My birds are like circling my camera right now. Hi. Can you go lay an egg? Maybe. Perhaps. They have not started laying again for the spring, and we are getting very antsy because we keep having to buy eggs, and I'm not a fan of having to buy eggs, you know, where I don't usually have to buy them. It makes me very grumpy, and they're just not as good from the store, and we do have local people that sell them too, but I want my chickens to lay. So can you guys please get on that? And one thing I haven't really talked about yet is that we are getting more chicks. We ordered 4 well summers, and they are coming mid-April, so we will have another round of birdies, and we will have more layers hopefully by the fall. So we just noticed that the 3 we have slowed down their egg production, and we're like, okay, it's time to replenish that, and we're excited for the new 4 to join the flock, and hopefully that all goes smoothly. That'll be probably in the spring things video. This is all like newborn clothes, so this will be Goodwill. Oh, this is for his headphones. Okay, I need that. Okay, Goodwill. This one was one of his more used baby blankies. But we don't use this one anymore. He's got some other ones that he loves. And it's in really good shape. It's not even stained. So I'm gonna put this in here. This will go to the swap next week. Okay, this was the hat that he came home from the hospital wearing. And it was too big on him. Like, It's so windy out right now. We have the windiest weather here in the spring. We are in like a valley and it is so annoying because it's like beautiful outside and then the wind is just like very unpleasant, which is why I'm wearing this coat because it's making it much colder than it is. Okay, it's day 2 of the weekend. We did the attic, we got the baby stuff out yesterday. Today, we tackle Teddy's bedroom. Let me show you what we're working with. This corner is a bunch of toys. We've got his bookshelf, which is a colossal disaster. Top of the dresser, honestly, like a lot of this is stuff that's like upcoming season and some of it also needs to go to Goodwill. So I need to double check what's what there. And then we come over here to this. A lot of the toys up here are from when he was much littler. We felt like he wasn't playing with them anymore and we would notice like he would start to just toss them around the room and not really use them for their like intended purpose. We'd say, oh, we're gonna rotate them out, and then a lot of them never made it back downstairs with the rotations. So the plan today is I'm going to pretty much purge this whole room of almost everything. I'm going to be probably pretty brutal about it because we just have so much stuff and the living room currently is full of toys and we have to rotate some of it up here and there's just nowhere to put it and there's just a lot of unused stuff up here. I told Brandon this was going to take me like 30 minutes. I think it's going to be more than 30 minutes. We will see. He is really into Llama Llama, and I honestly forgot we had a Llama Llama. He's been up here. So that'll be exciting when I bring this back to him. I don't think he remembers he has him. Okay, this might be the first thing that I'm really truly sad to see go. This was a favorite. All of the little animals have pressure points, like where they go in the trailers, and they make noises, and then the farmer, if you press on him, it plays Old MacDonald, and then it also can drive. I loved this toy. This was one of his favorites. He has other stuff now that he plays with, and this has been up here for a while, so we're gonna let it go to another child, but oh, this one pulls at the heartstrings just a little bit. So this is what was purged. I think it's a decent amount of stuff. This is still what we're dealing with. So this is mostly stuffed animals. There's a few toys in here that are just normal toys, but this is mostly stuffed animals. So I think the plan is we're gonna clean out his toy box downstairs and the stuffies will live in there. That skip hop table over there is also going. We are gonna donate that with the seat. This little farmer's like garden and kitchen combo thing. He loves this thing and we are gonna switch it out for the big kitchen downstairs. We're gonna get the big kitchen out of the living room for right now. It's just really big and he doesn't play with it that much. This one gets more use, but I'm kind of at a point where I need to go downstairs now and kind of get the downstairs ready and then come back up and move a bunch of this into their new spaces. I also really desperately need to vacuum and dust in here, but my vacuum is dead, so I'm charging it at the moment. So much better. I feel like we're back to the point that this room was at when he was born, like when we first made the nursery. It's so much cleaner. I put his little couch in here so he can sit and read, and then he's got his little table, so if he wants to, I don't know, sit and read, do a craft at that, we can start using this room a bit more, which is really nice because that'll switch up our day. The shelf over here, he's got just a smattering of toys, not a ton, but we rotated a lot out of the living room. We're just gonna keep rotating toys at this point. It feels very nice to have this room clean though. I felt very guilty to have my little boy's room so disastrously messy and just not usable. It felt just like a storage space with a crib in it. So now it feels a lot better and he can access things and play, and I feel like we're a little closer to being ready to transition this room over the summer and get him a bed, and that's going to be a project in itself. So maybe I will film that. I wasn't thinking about it until now, but I think that might make a cool video to see the nursery to big boy room transition. Okay, moving on to the next part. I hope you guys are sticking around at this point. Okay, I'm gonna purge the dog's toys. Before anyone says anything, there's like 3 that she plays with. And yes, she knows to put her nose in that bin and pull out what she wants, but she doesn't. She has a select few that she likes, and that's it. And so they are just taking up a lot of space. They're really old. A lot of them are ripped to shreds, so we're gonna get rid of them. We're keeping her hedgehog, her donut, her lammy, and her pillow that I made her a few Christmases ago that we need to put back on her bed. Otherwise, it's going. Okay, I forgot a butter chicken. That can stay too. This pillow is disgusting. That literally felt so ruthless, but like, she really hasn't played with any of that in so long. She plays outside, she plays with sticks. Once we get the house situated, we'll probably buy her 1 or 2 new ones just to freshen it up. But yeah, those were all nasty. And her pillow I made her is also nasty, but the cover comes off, so I'm going to wash it. So here's where we're at the following week here. This stuff is staying, it's just relocating. The kitchen is just super large for our living room, so it's out here. The workbench I think is gonna go in the other garage where Brennan's tools are so that he can play with it in there. We are separating out Goodwill versus keeping. This is my keep pile, and then I've got a bunch of Goodwill here. This is all like baby clothes. I'm about to go through this basket. This is all our winter stuff, and we just don't wear all of it. I have so many hats and gloves and just different things, so we're gonna get rid of some of it. And then we've got Brennan's shoes, and we've got a keep pile going over here. More Goodwill. Oh my goodness. The car is also full of stuff that's gonna go to the swap later. So Brandon's gonna do like a swap run and then maybe like a dump run and then another swap run or something. I don't know. We have a lot of stuff to bring over there, but it's a beautiful day. So we are enjoying the outside this weekend and feeling a little bit less cluttered. So that's good. I think I'm gonna end this here because there's really not a ton left to do. The next thing we'll be doing is spring cleaning in probably another month or so. And so I'm hoping to bring you guys along for that and those projects. We didn't get to cleaning out the fridge. We didn't get to cleaning out the pantry, none of that, but I think that'll be in spring cleaning. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know down below, are you guys decluttering this year? What's your favorite thing to declutter? I think for me, it was definitely Teddy's toys because we just have so many. And to be able to get rid of a bunch of older stuff was so nice. A little emotional, but nice. Thank you all again. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if this is the type of content that you like, homemaking, cleaning, that type of thing. And I will see you all in the next one.